Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Semi-Unstylish by Flinty, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or 3x3 box. We also have hit lines, where digits do not repeat on a beige hit line. The small clue above the square at the start of a hit line indicates the total of any digits along the line that equal their position number, starting at the square, which is position 1. For example, if a 4-cell hit line reads 1, 7, 9, and 4, then its clue would be 5, which is the sum of 1 and 4, because 1 is in position 1 and 4 is in position 4. And these are the only two digits which can match their position numbers. So that's an example of how hit lines work. We also have Y sums, where clues outside the grid indicate the sum of the first Y digits in the corresponding direction. Y is the digit placed in the X cell in the corresponding direction, where X is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. So, for example, you could have something like 9 here, which would say, and this be 2, and then this Y sum would be the sum of the first two digits, right? Because X is here and is 9. Y has to be in the Xth column here, so it would be 2. And then therefore the Y sum is the sum of the first two digits, which would be 9 and 6. And that's an example of how Y sums work. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Now this is interesting. This hit line must be either 1 plus 2 plus 3 or it's 2 plus 4. Either way, the 2 has to be guaranteed. So this hit line has to be 2 or 4, or it's 1 and 3 here. I'm not sure what that means. This is 0. So none of these can be the correct digit here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in length. So 20 of the hit line works. That means this hit line must be the sum. Can it be the first 3 digits? No. So this cannot be 3 then, which would force this to, right, if this is 2 and 3, this is X, which means Y has to be in the second cell, second column. Therefore, it would be 3 if that's 2 and 3, which means this would have to add, these 3 digits would have to add up to 15, but 2 and 3 add up to 5, therefore this would have to be 10, which is not allowed. So this can never be 3, this must be a 4 then. So this cannot be 3, cannot be 4, it must be the sum of the first 5 digits. Because that's the maximum you can have, right? Can't be 1, because 1 digit would be just 2. Can't be 3, because that's 2, 3, and 5. Can't be 4, because that's 4, because of the hit line. So these two match, and these do not. So this must be 2 and 5, which makes this 1, 3, and 4 remaining, which makes these 6, 7, 8, and 9. This can't be 4, obviously. This is 4 and 5. Can it be the first 4 digits is the question to add up to 15. It would have to be, no, it cannot be the first, well, it can't be first four anyways. Can't be 5. So it can't be the first 5 digits either. It has to be the first 3 because 4 and 5 by themselves don't add up to 15. So this must be 3. This is 9, so this must be with 6 to add up to 15. This can't be 3, this can't be... Okay, so what are these digits here? We have 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. One of these is 4. 6 cannot match here, so that's invalid. So none of these match the positioning. This cannot be 1. It's 3, 7, 8, and 9. We have 30 matching on this 9 line. So it has to be 15 that's incorrect here. Here we have 1, 2, no 4, 7, 8, and 9 here. Okay, this cannot be 6, 7, 8, and 9. Because if it were 6, 7, 8, and 9, adding up to 30, this would say 9 has to be... The x is 9, so therefore this digit would have to be 1 through 5. But 9 and 8 don't add up to 13. So... But if you have 8 and 9 not in the right position, that can't add up to 30 anymore, right? The maximum you have is 28. So one of these must be correct. So it must be either 8 with something or 9 with something. They have to be swapped, essentially. So 8 or 9 has to be correct, but not both. Because otherwise it'll add up to 17 or 9, which is not allowed by the Y sum. If it's 9, then this would have to be either 2 or 3 here. This would be 6. Okay, so this will never match. Okay, that's interesting. So we have 42 now. If that's the case, 3 never matches. So if we don't have 9 matching, I don't think it works. Right, because it must add up to 30. That means 3 and 9 don't match. I guess we could have 1 and 2 not matching also. That is possible. So if we have 3 not matching and 9 not matching, we have to have 1 and 2 not matching. So what that mean? That would mean 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. But that doesn't work. Right? So if the 3 we know 3 doesn't match. So this is 42 at most. If the 9 and the 8 cannot match both, because the problem is this would add up to 9 or 17 for the first digit or the second or the first 2 digits. So either 9 or 8 does not match. If 9 does not match, that means 3 doesn't match and 1 and 2 cannot match to add up to 15 because the other ones have to match, right? So we had 9 and 3, that's 12 of the value that's gone. So we only have 3 more, which would be 1 and 2. But if that's the case, this has to be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I guess. Yeah, and this would be, cannot be 8 and 5, because this would be 8, 7, 6, 5 again. So this cannot be 8 and 5, so these two can't add up to 13. And 8 and 7 add up to 15 with another digit, which would make that 16. So this Y sum would never work. So the 8 must be the one that's not matching, so this must be 9, right? So we have 3 that doesn't match, 8 that doesn't match, that's 11 gone. So we need the 4 to not match. Right. Or the 6? Huh. Three, 8, and 4 cannot match. Ah, yes, 3, 4, and 8, which means this is 4 and 9, right? So these cannot match, but these all must match to add up to 30. So this is 1, this is 2, this has to be 8, this must be 3, this is 5, 6, and 7. This 9 means the first 2 digits have to be the Y, so this is 2. This can't be 7 or 9. This has to be a 7-9 pair here. This can't be 3, so this must be 1, which means this is a 3-4 pair here to add up to 15. This can't be 1 or 3. This is 7, 8, or 9. We have, this must be 1, 2, 3, and 8. This can't be 2. This can't be 1, though. This does not match because it can't be 2. This can't be 6. Remaining digits in column 6 are 1, 3, 5, 6, 8. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. This can't be 3. So one of these two is a 3 here. 2 is here, 2 is here. We have 3, 7, 8, 9 remaining in box 1. This can't be 3. We have in row 7, 1, 2, 4, and 9 remaining. So this is 4 or 9, and this is 1, 2, 4 or 9. This is in the right place. 5, 6, 7 is 18, plus 9 is 27, plus 2 and 1 is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 cannot be here. 1 can't be here. This could match. This is also 1 through 9. 9 has to be one of these. So this cannot match. There's no 2 involved, so that can't match either. 3 doesn't match either. So what do we have currently that could match? 1, 4, 5, that's 10. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 4, 5 adds up to 10. So I think it has to be 7 and 8 matching. Can you have it without 8 match? Well, we know 6 doesn't match. We know 3 and 2 don't match. We know 9 doesn't match because this can't be 9. Without an 8, you have 1, 4, 5, 7, which is 17. Without a 7, you have 1, 4, 5, 8, which is 18, and neither of them are 20. So this has to be 7 and 8, and they both match. And either 1, 5 match or 4 or 5. Sorry, 1, 4 matches or 5 matches. Okay. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. These cannot be 8. This can't be 7. We have a 6, 9 pair, which eliminates 6 and 9 in the rest of the row. Therefore, this can't be 6. This is 8, which means none of these can be 8. That means one of these 3 is a 6. This can't be 2. 3 cannot be any of these, so 3 has to be one of these 2. This can't be 6 or 9, so the remaining digits are 1 through 5. This can't be 2 or 4 here. One of these must be 3 because 3 cannot be here on the line. So this can't be 3, this can't be 3. This is 7 digits here. We don't know which different digits those are. Remaining digits here cannot be 6, so 6 has to be one of these 2. 6 cannot be here, here, or here, but 6 could be there on the line. The remaining digits here, so one of these is a 9, because 9 cannot be either of these. One of these is a 6, because 6 cannot be either of these also, or here. So none of these can be 6 here, or 9. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. And this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2 cannot be here. This can't be 7 either. 7 cannot be here. So 7 has to be one of these 2 digits here. This is 6 and 3. Okay. What does that leave us with? We have 1, 5, 7, 9 remaining. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 remaining in. This can't be 1. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if this were a 7, it would match, so that can't be 7. Therefore, this must be a 7 here, which means neither of these can be a 7. So 7 has to be one of these 2. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't be 5 because, well, of that 5 also. And this can't be 5. because of this 5. So we have a 1-9-1-9 pair in box 2, which eliminates 1 and 9 in the rest of the box. This can't be 1 or 9. Actually, one of these is 6, so that's a problem. So, okay, never mind. One of those is 6. This can't be 6, though. So where is the 6 in box 2? It has to be here. So this is 6. Never mind for this one. One of these is 7. This can't be 2, can't be 3, can't be 1. It's 4, 5, 6. It cannot be 7 or 8. Okay. This obviously can't be 1. It could be 2, 3, 4. No 5, 6, 7. It could be 8 or 9 there. So this is 7. This has to be... There's no 8. Interesting. So if this matches, it's a 4. This is 1 and 4. Otherwise, it cannot... Okay, so this can't be 3. What are the remaining digits? 1, 2, no 3, 4, 5, 6, no 7, no 8. It could be 9. Okay. One of these is 3. This can never be 1. If this is 1, that forces this to be 5. And then you would not have this hit line adding up to 20 then. So this can't be 1. Only one of 2 and 4 can be here at most. That doesn't really tell us much. We know the 9 is one of those 3. Oh, one of these is 3, so this cannot be 3 here. The Y here has to be 4 at least. Okay, this has to be 1 through 6. Obviously, it cannot be the first 9 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9 here. This can't be 3, though. What are the remaining digits in box 7? They have to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. But these can't be 4 and these can't be 9. If this were 1 or 4, the problem is this wouldn't match, but then 1 out of the 1 or 4 wouldn't match. So this can't be 1 or 4. Adding up to 13 is the first 4 digits, or the first 3 digits, or the first 2 digits. Um, this is 1 through 6 also, because 9 has to be one of these three. We don't know about these. If this were a 5, if this were a 5, that forces this to be 1. But then you would not have the proper hit lines to add up to 20. If this is 1, this would be 5, and again, you would not have the proper hit lines to add up to 20. And that's just because of the way that these two cells interact, right? If this is 1, this becomes 5, so that hit line doesn't work. 5 hit line doesn't work. It becomes 4, 7, 8 at most, which doesn't work. If this is 5, oh, actually, 5 could be here. If this is 5, it could be 1 and 4, and that does work. This can't be 4, though. Hmm. We know 1 has to be one of these 3. 2 has to be one of these 2. We can't have 3 here. We can't have 3 here. We can't have 3 here. So we're missing a 3 in this hit line. Are we missing another digit? No. This could be 6. 4 could be any of these 3. 1 could be any of these 3. 5 could be any of these 4. 7 could be either of these. This can't be 1 or 5. If this is 1, that means this is 5, and the 1 and the 5 would be out of would not match its position, and therefore this would not add up to 20. If this is 5, well, okay, this could be 5. So this can't be 1 here. If this is 1, that means this can't match its position here. The 5. Actually, can 1 ever be? No. 1 can never be out of position. If 1 is out of position here, that forces the 5 to also be out of position. And this can't be 3 or 4. This can't be 2. This can't be 2, 8, 4, 7, 9. It can't be 6 because of this 6. It can't be 3 or 4 because of this 3-4 pair. So it's 1 or 5 here. If the 1 is ever out of position, that means the 5 would also always be out of position. Therefore, the 1 can never be out of position. So this must match, and this must match here too. So this is a 1 here, and this is a 4, which means this can't be 4, this can't be 4. These can't be 1. Where is the 1 possibly in row 1? It has to be here. So this is 1. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 9, which means this can't be 1 or 9. This can't be 9. This becomes a 5-7 pair here. That means 9 cannot be here. This can't be 4. Where's the 4 in row 3? It has to be here. So this is 4. Neither of these can be 4. This cannot match. So this cannot be 5. So these match. This cannot be 4 anymore. These can't be 1, so that's a 3, 5, 6 triplet now in box 5, which eliminates 3, 5, and 6 in the rest of the box, which leaves 1, 2, 4, 8, and 9 as the remaining digits. This can't be 4, though, because of that 4. This can't be 9, and this can't be 9, so one of these two is a 9 here. Can this ever be 1? No, because if this is 1, that means the first digit is the y, which means it's the sum of 1, the 1 digit, which is not possible. So this is 2, 3, 5, or 6. So this could be 1. One of these is 8. So either this is 1 or this is 1. This cannot be 1 because of there. One of these is a 3. One of these is an 8. That doesn't really tell us much, though. This cannot be 4 because of the 4 in the row. This can't be 4. This can't be 1 because of this 1. So 1 has to be one of these 2. If this were 3, well, we don't have any information there. What are the remaining digits here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, just mark them without 4. This can't be 1. There's no 4. So it cannot be 1, 2, 4, 6, adding up to... You have to have 1 out of 2, 3, 5, or 6. If it's the first 4 digits, okay, well, if it's the first 2 digits, it can never be 4 and 9. If it's the first 3 digits, it can never be 1, 3, and 9, because here at least. Even if we tried to make 1, 3, oh, this can't be 9. We know that for certain. Can it be 8? 8 only. 8 would have to be with 2 and 3. Guess that's possible. For the y sum, what are the possibilities? If you had 6, it could be 2 here. Can it be 4? If this is 6, that requires this to be 2. If this is 6, that would require this to be. It can't be 1. Can it be 4 is kind of the question, right? That would mean it would be with 1, 2, and 4. So no. So if this is 6, this is 2, and this is 7. Okay, that seems fine. 2. So 6, 7, 2. 2, 3. So this would not be 2. It would not be 6 or 7. No 4 or 9. So no 1, 2. It could be 3. No 4. 5. No 6, 7. It could be 8. If this is 5, similarly, I don't. Well. It would have to be 1, 3, and 4 added together, but this would be 4 if that's the case. And so that's not allowed. So it would have to be 2, and this would be 5 and 8. Okay. So either way, 2 has to be one of those two. That's interesting. Yeah, what happens if it's 2 or 3 here? If it's 3, it can never be. So it can never be 4 digits adding up to 13, right? We tried 5 and 6, and that doesn't work, right? 6 would have to be with 3 other digits, including 1, 2, and 4. So that wouldn't work. 5 would have to be with 3 other digits, adding up to 8, which would specifically be 1, 3, 4, and that wouldn't work as the y. So the y is either always adds up with 2 digits or with 3 digits. If you had a 2 here, it would have to be with 3 here, right? Okay, so if this is 5 or 6, one of these is 2. If you have a 2 here, obviously it's 2. If you have a 3 here, 3 doesn't work, right? If 3's here, that means the third digit would have to add up, would be the sum of the first, would be the number of digits you have to sum up. And you can only have, you can't have 4 because 4 is already in the box. And 3 would already be in the box, so therefore it cannot be 4 or 5 or more. So it would have to be at least, at most 2, but that doesn't work because 3 and 10 add up to 13. So either way, 2 has to be one of these two digits, which means this cannot be 2. This has to be a 2, which eliminates 2 in the rest of the row. This becomes a 5, 6, 9 triplet, which eliminates 5, 6, and 9 in the rest of the row and the rest of the hit line. So this can't be 5. This must be 3, which makes this a 2. This can't be 3. This becomes a 7, 9 pair, which eliminates 7 and 9 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 7. This is 5. This is 7, which makes this 8, which makes this a 3. This 2 makes this a 5. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 1, this is 8. None of these can be 1. This can't be 2 or 8, because we already have a 2 and 8 on the hit line, so this is 4, which means this can't be 4 or 8. This is a 5, 6. So none of these can be 4. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 3, which makes that a 4. These cannot be 3 anymore. We have a 2, 8 pair, which eliminates 2 and 8 from the rest of the column. So this must be 1. This can't be 1. This can't be 2. This can't be 2 anymore. Therefore, we know one of these is a 2. Interesting. I think we have a 2, 7, 8. So this is either 5 and 8 or 6 and 7 added together. This is a 5, 6, 9 triplet in box 6, which eliminates 5, 6, and 9 in the rest of the box. This can't be 5 or 6. 1 cannot be here. 1 can't be here because these two must add up to 13. And this being 5 or 6 forces this to, one of these to be 2. Therefore, 1 has to be one of these two digits, which means this cannot be 1. Therefore, this is a 1. This has to be 4, 5, and 6 remaining. This is 4, 5, or 6 remaining. This can't be 4, though, because of this 4. We have a 5, 6, 5, 6 pair in row, actually in box 4, which forces this to be a 4. This can't be 4. And it eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of row 5. So this must be 3, which means this can't be 3, this can't be 3, this must be a 1. Which means this can't be 1. Remaining digits are 2, 7, 8, 2, 6. No, 2, 7, 8, 9. But 9 can't be here because one of these is a 9. We have a 2, 7, 8 triplet in box 6, which eliminates 2, 7, and 8 from the rest of the box. Therefore, this is a 3. This can't be 1. Where is the 1 in row 7? It has to be here. This can't be 2 anymore. Where is the 2 in row 7? It has to be here. So this can't be 2. This is a 2 here, then. The remaining digits in column 9 are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Well, this can't be 9 and this can't be 4. The remaining digits in column 7 are 5 through 9, but this can't be 9. Remaining digits in column 8 are 6 through 9, and this can't be 9. If this is 5, this becomes 2, which would force this to be 8. And that would be 8 then also to add up to 15. And so this can't be 5. This is 6, which makes this 9, which makes that a 5, which makes that 6, which makes that 5. This 6 means the y has to be in column 6, so this is 2, which makes this 2 and 6 and 7, which makes that 8, which makes that 9. Therefore, this is 7, this is 9, this is 8, which makes that 3 and 2 and 8. None of these can be 8. This can't be 9, so this is 4, this is 9, which eliminates. Where's the 4 then in box 7? It has to be here. This is 4, this 9 eliminates that 9, so this is 7, this is 9. This cannot be 9 here, this can't be 7 or 9 here. This can't be 5 or 8. This can't be 5. This can't be 7. This can't be 7, so this is 6, which makes that 7. That makes this a 5. This has to be 3. That's 3 in the corner. This, we celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving this. This is a 6. This is a 5, 6, 7, which makes that a 9, which makes that 6, 9. This becomes an 8, and this is a 5. The puzzle name is an anagram of Y-sums and hit lines. Names are hard, haha. Semi-Unstylish. So hit lines and Y-sums. Actually, I guess it's Y-sum, right? Because it's set. No, there's 3 S's. Okay, so it is Y-sums. Pretty cool. Yeah, very interesting use of the hit lines and a lot of the potential thoughts behind that, right? So, for example, if you have a full 9-length hit line, that means things have to shuffle through, right? You can't just remove a digit and still make things work. So that actually makes things interesting about what can and cannot actually be in position on a hit line. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.